Hello everyone and welcome to another video. In this video we start the renovation on the pond. We also go and look at some big concrete rings for that pond renovation. I also do a bit more on the water mine, and we watch a small section of the Spanish Tour de Spain bicycle race, which actually comes through our village. There's 2 or 3 sections in Portugal. I have no idea why. And I start work on the new door for the gym. We have basically a rail system, so the door hangs from above and it's a sliding door. It should be cool. This week I'm going to start by cleaning this area up, and then I'm going to show you a little space over here, something I need to plan and do before we start emptying the water into the IBCs. So let's crack on with it. Okay, so now this area's well, I've got that big rock out of the way over there. Look, I'll do a little bit of an explainer as to what we intend doing over the next few weeks. So here goes. I've just noticed this eucalyptus post that we had in the corner, holding the corner of our shaded area. Yeah. Look. Just noticed this. Don't know if you can see that movement there. What that means, the bottom of the post where it's concreted in is rotten, and I don't really know what's holding the roof up, but yeah, I'll have to look at that. So besides that, so the whole pool redesign thing looks a right mess at the minute. Just here, the first thing I'm going to do is get a big precast concrete ring. I'm going to level this off, make a concrete base. I'm going to need to find out the size of the ring first. Set the ring on the concrete, fill it with the filter media from in there, which is gravel on the bottom and sand on top, and then get the remaining plants that have regrown here and some of the posh plants which are over there, and we'll put in this ring and fill with water from there. Then I can fill the other IBCs, so we're not wasting. There's probably about 6,000 litres of water in there, maybe more. So we're not wasting that water. So that will fill this. I'll put a little air bubbler in here, in what will be a tank here. This will be part of the pool, and then that will overflow into a lower section here, which will be filled with plants. And we're going to make the swim zone a bit bigger and fill the other area over there with plants. But we're doing it all out of concrete now, instead of this liner, which it's all right, it does all right, it's UV proof, etc. But rodents eat through it. As we've seen, we've had some problems over here, and it doesn't look all that, so it's hard because you have to put rocks on top to hide it and stuff. So we're not going to do all that. We're going to try and save any of these plants that have grown. Anything that's growing, we're going to put in our new temporary holding. So as we gradually work on this, we're going to be taking the water out. All the animals, you've got some beautiful wildlife here, just still, oh, and all the beetles and stuff in there. Bear in mind, everything that got in there came here of its own accord, so it can fly away. All the water beetles and skaters and things, they can all fly, so they can all find a new home. But hopefully when we get this round tank in here, they'll have somewhere to go, and we'll have somewhere to put them. If we find anything, turtles or snakes or frogs or whatever, they can go in that. Cool. Yeah, so the plan is we'll get the pool done first, all this remodeled out of concrete, make it look much better and get rid of this funny shape here, etc. And then get this up and running, replant it, and then we're going to have a little pergola area here, all with, so it shades part of the pool, keeps it cooler in the summer, and just expands our seating area basically over, so we can take advantage of the views all the way to Castelo. Sorry about the noise. So other things I've been doing with the digger, as you can see, I've dug a little track through here. We're this far from the house, and this is where we want to put the caravan. And I'm going to hide the caravan, oh, sorry, not hide it, but shade the caravan behind some pallets, because having worked with the Foggies on their new pallet house, it does provide great shade. So somewhere here we're going to put the caravan. Look at that great machine. Somewhere here, yeah. So I'm going to use these rocks as foundations to build a pallet wall from. Yeah. So we're going to build across here, across there, put the caravan in, and have a little veranda out the front, I think. So when you're, so from the caravan you'll have a view of this, and we will be chopping down some of these pine trees. Some more of these pine trees. So there we go. Just a little thing I've been doing with the digger. Next up is IBCs for the pond, getting that little ring made that I talked about, and things like that. So this morning I'm on the way to Builders Merchants to see if he's got any big concrete rings. So I'm at our local Builders Merchants measuring up these rings that we need for the pond, and the biggest ones he has are these, which are, oh sorry, these, yeah, the biggest ones are these, which are 2.5 meters across, so I think I'll get 2 of them. Should suit our needs. But one thing I do have to do before I do that is measure how wide the gate is. And I'm also going to get one of these smaller ones to make a little, cut it here somewhere to make a little pond for the ducks, which is much bigger than what they've got, and then I can put a drain in the bottom of it. So now we know the size of the rings. I'm just going to mark an area out roughly, so then I can get the digger back over, level it off, and then we can concrete a base to sit the ring on. I want the edge of it about here. 2.5 from here is going to be. Cricket. Okay, so it's getting a bit hot and dusty to do any more there for a minute. So what I'm going to do now is go somewhere cool and wet. Hopefully. I'll show you the products I have in a minute, but I'm going to try and plug the leaks in the water mine. Sorry about the wind. Try and plug the leaks in the water mine, so that I can bypass the water, and then we can concrete the bottom to start building the walls. So I'll put the umbrella up and show you what I've got. Okay, that's the umbrella up at a jaunty angle. Ooh. Now, I don't know if you can remember, we've got a bit carried away with other things, and this has been a bit neglected, but I've dug out the best I could, but the problem we have, apart from algae, now because it's been left exposed to the sunshine, but as I was saying, the problem we have is this pipe here is leaking around. Can I make that any quieter? Put my foot there. Maybe the wet foot. Hang on. There you go. So this big pipe is leaking around the outside of it, and we have this massive leak here. So what I've got is some Sika water plug and plain cement. So what I'll do is I'll put some gloves on and I'll mix this in here by hand. We haven't got much time, it reacts quite quickly. And what I'll do is try from the inside to plug these leaks. Let's see how it goes. Did I put the camera there like that? You see most of what's going on? Yeah. Obviously the water's going to run down the inside, but for mixing this just cement with this stuff, I'll mix it in the bucket. Just pour a little bit of this red liquid in here like so, and very quickly, I've got about 15 seconds, I'm wasting time already. Mix this up with the cement, make it like a sausage. You can see this, and immediately I have to use that because it goes off super quick. It's already gone off. It's too late now for that. It's still leaking there somewhere, so I'll do a bit more. Still got a bit of a leak there. So I'm trying to find out where the leak is just by feeling around here, and I cannot find a hole or anything. In the process of making the water cloudy, what I have done is, it looks as though I've sealed the leak around the bigger pipe enough for me to be able to make this dry, to put a concrete pad down, yeah, to be able to sit blocks on. So that's good there. This side I've succeeded in stopping the water coming out here, but it's now coming out further back, and I've run out of cement, so I'll come down and try and plug in there, although this is just like the clay mortar that they use, so I can't imagine I'm ever going to stop that. But what I might be able to do is set a piece of pipe in here and direct it towards this outlet here, yeah, which will then make where my foot is now dry, so I can then start concreting this. This is solid rock here, so this side is going to have to be at a bit of an angle, but yeah, I know it's hard to put into perspective from where I am, but at least we've succeeded here. So now I can run, the idea is to stop it all running out of all these holes. I can then put a pipe between here and there, yeah, and that would make all this ground dry up, and then I can concrete the bottom, because this is still on solid rock here. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to, this will all dry up now. I can pipe between here and here, and concrete the bottom, build the walls, and then I'll have, see, so I have an area here about 18 inches wide, about 2 foot deep, so 450 by 600, and it's about 600 deep, about 2 foot deep. But by doing this, I'll make the whole chamber of water, and I'm going to raise the level as well, so we'll be drawing from a lot larger volume of water to start with, which is great, because we've never had it, but I'm worried about if with continued use this water level will drop below the pump intake level, which is the bottom of this pipe, and then it'll cavitate and we'll have to bleed and all that stuff. So this is to cure that problem, we hope. While I'm here, just going to dig a little bit more out because it's still hot and it's nice and cool down here. So I'm here today with my neighbours over here on the roundabout, and we're filming La Vuelta, or the Spanish tour of Spain, basically, bicycle race.
As duas.
Aqui a câmera também vê.
Sim.
Não há frio. Ali vem mais, ali vem outra. Vão olhar ali a gente de cara para passarem para lá.
So Ange, what are we up to?
We're going to see if caramel cockerel
Yeah.
is still here for a start.
Right, tell us a story then.
So we had baby Sue cockerel.
Yeah.
We got him back with a couple of other hens because the guys were finished with the chickens, and poor little baby Sue got beaten up by Clotted, who's our resident cockerel. Yeah, he wasn't terribly happy. He was looking a bit sad, wasn't he, as well?
Yes.
He'd been sort of left out from all the others. So we agreed with Tony and Nikki that we'd do a cock swap and just see how things get on. So let's see if we have a cockerel around.
Oh, ducks are in there for some reason.
It is actually really quite cool in under
Yeah.
there.
This wind's not helping. Yes, there he is. Hang on. Hi guys, sorry to trouble you. So this is Caramel, who's a bad boy. He keeps attacking people, so we've took him on.
But he's a brother of Clotted.
Yeah, he can be rehabilitated.
Hello, little puddle ducks.
You guys having fun in there? We might get your permanent tank coming next week.
Yay. Sat there with his bum just into water, that's really funny.
Yeah, so the two mums. God, these lot are looking bigger now, aren't they?
I know.
Wow. Oh no, that's not the two mums, is it?
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, that's Demelza and
So-
Daisy.
Caramel's looking a bit put out at the minute because obviously he's safe and secure in here. He can't get out. Well, the door was open, but he can get out. But probably better if he's in here for a while anyway, until he calms down a bit. In rehab. So as you can see now, Andrew's painted the gym wall. We still need to finish off the reveal, but we think that'll be done in a different colour to match the inside, basically, because the inside's, as you know, orange. We need to clean up these bits and redo all that. So now this has had two coats here. I'm going to put a piece of timber down here and a track across the top, and I will be making a sliding door for the gym, so it saves a bit of room here. Yeah, and then we get a chance. We need to get rid of some of these beehives now and clear this area. But yeah, next up, sliding door. I can do that when it's hot outside, which it is now. That off. So here we are in an effort to get things finished and tidied up. Gym door is going to be a sliding door. It's going to use this little roller you can see here. Yeah, so the door hangs on a special track and it goes along with these rollers. Yeah, I have a length of the special track here. I'll show you that it sits in here and it glides lovely along there. So what I've got to do is cut the track to length, which is easy. Find out or devise a method of spacing it off the wall a bit, because I'll show you. So this will be the width of the door. What I want this to do is sit in the center of here. These rollers are the same width as the track, so I need a spacer and some means of fixing the track to the wall that wide, about 7 or 8 mil. It will probably end up being a nut or something like that. But yeah, so that's the plan for this afternoon because it's hot again. So measuring the width of the track basically. Oh, come on, don't move. Stay there. So that needs to be 2 meters and 40. So I'll mark and cut that. So just to catch up, I've fixed this to the wall now with my favourite concrete screws, which I'll be able to fill in afterwards. Probably leave that timber because the finish I'm going to put on the door, I'm going to put a strip of it on here and they should marry up. Should, I say. So the piece that goes along the top, painted here with 3 brackets, and what I did with the brackets, I've just bolted them to the rail and offset them, that's 6 or 7 mil, 7 or 8 mil from the wall, and then I can screw them to the wall and that rail will sit off the wall. I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, so here's my rail, wrong way round. And to be able to tie that up and I'm done. But on my 3 brackets which bolt it to the wall. And this should sit, if I find the roller. Here it is. Oh. Put the roller in. Back. There we go. The door will hang on 2 of these. Yeah. All I've got to do now is put a level on it, like so, and make sure it's level, and then I'll mark the holes and drill them. And it's nowhere near level. Okay, so now we've got the holes drilled. Obviously, I'm going to put this up and before I tighten them up. So as you can see, the rail's up there now. Not going anywhere, can even take my weight. So now all I've got to do is, because I don't have the materials, go and get the materials. I'll do that this afternoon when it's really, really hot. So as you can see, I've managed to find enough timber here and chopped it up to make the door. So that's what we're going to do. It's going to be something like quite wide. There we go. But to change things a little, and because it's going to be a sliding door, I have no way of stopping. I don't have the mechanisms, etc., of stopping it from swaying outwards or inwards. Yeah. So what I'm going to do with my trusty table saw is the end profile of this. Might be better in the sunshine, or in the daylight I should say. Ta-da! So the end profile of this, I'm going to cut a little groove in the middle all the way down it, yeah, so I can drill a pin in the floor and that will stop it moving either way, yeah, because the pin will be in a little groove like that. Let me just pencil it on for you, make it obvious. So there. So I'll cut this out of this piece of wood, and then in the floor I'll have a pin which will stick up into that, yeah, and then it won't be able to move this way or that way, and that should stop the door from doing that from its hinges. You'll see in a minute. So as you can see now, I've cut a groove in and I've got a piece of plastic that should fit in there. So as you can now see, I've got this piece of plastic which fits in the groove, and this will enable this won't wear the wood out. The plastic takes a lot of wear, so yeah, I'll fix that in there with some of this 2-pack araldite. I can't think of anything else that'll stick plastic to wood, and I'll put a few nails in there just to make sure. But yeah, there we go. Should work fine. So I'm mixing up the epoxy two-part, obviously, so the two parts got to mix together well, and then just placing it really badly. In the groove. And then we'll mix it all around. I'll put the cap back on if I can remember. Okay. Place that in there and secure it with a few of these nails. So, oops. Bear in mind it. This wood is very hard. Douglas fir. So as you can see, I've put these coach bolts up through to catch, I can't actually see what I'm doing, but to catch the head of that. Which looks like you're going to need holding. Yes, they are. Great idea. I want this end to be slightly further out because I don't want it to touch the wall as we open it, yeah? So it should be okay there. And now I'll thread the door from that end on. Okay, so usual rubbish out of the way. And there we go. Nice smooth with that. Not as quiet as I'd hoped, but this is an industrial thing, so and that saves a load of space in this walk-through area, basically. And down the bottom here, what I was talking about, to stop the door from swinging out like this, I've cut that groove. I've cut this groove with the plastic in the bottom, so all I'll have is a little pin sticking up here with the head of the pin going in this groove. That will stop the door moving out this way. Save me having to put a track under the floor and make it look all ugly and stuff. So yeah, I'll drill that now. So here you can see now my little pin. This is only temporary because I want to tile the floor first and then redo the pin. But little pin there in that track, and then the door slides on that and it stops the door coming out. So there we go. Now I need to go and get the cladding to put over it and make some little form of stop there. So I've just nipped into town and bought all the T&G I need to do this door, hopefully. So all I'm going to do is get them the right way around, stick them on there and nail them on. Simple as that. And I'll do it really quickly. So, here we go again. So what I've done, I've nailed a piece of trim down here so the tongue fits in the groove, so when the door shuts it's sealed up like that. So when you open the door,
What a
see,
workout.
this tongue fits into this groove. So all I'm going to do now is, I haven't got them, they didn't have any in stock, is put some angled trim around this edge and some angled trim on this edge, and then that's just about it.
Pretty good bit.
Yeah.
So we need a handle and a sign.
Handle and a sign. So there we go, all fitted, sign on, fitted and working. All I've got to do is finish off, well, clean up in here the mess I make. Hey ho. Very far away. Okay, so that's it for this week. Thanks for watching, everyone, and you can guess what we're going to be doing next week. I'll just turn around here. We might be starting the pond refurb. Yay! Yay! So from this position, from here, we'll say thanks for watching, everyone. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing.
It's free.
And if you liked it and you are subscribed, don't forget to ring that little notification bell.
Ding ding.
And we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.